What is going on, you guys? My name is Jonathan with Hot Lava Sports. Why did I just do boom? I'm starting in this channel UFC, mainly UFC pay-per-view breakdowns. I talked with Max. If you know Max, he's also the co-host with us, Hot Lava Sports. He's doing the NBA side of things, breaking it down for himself with other people, and I'm doing the UFC pay-per-view stuff. I'm very excited to start this with this new channel we're growing, the new podcast we're growing. So let's get started. So UFC 298, and before that, let's kind of get a reason why I wanted to do UFC. Is because mixed martial arts. I've been doing mixed martial arts for a very long time. When I was younger, did the karate stuff, went all the way up to brown belt in karate, and then stopped doing that for a while. And then after COVID, kind of when things started opening up again, I decided to do boxing. And boxing, that first gym I did was mainly like a workout. You have a heavy bag and you just punch the bag. It was good for me for a while because to learn the combos, learn my footwork, and just have a good workout, right? See if I kind of liked it. I decided I wanted to continue to do boxing, and I joined another gym, and this gym had a lot more to offer. You had boxing, Muay Thai, kickboxing, jiu-jitsu, MMA, so many other stuff you can do in that gym. So I did that. I did a lot of jiu-jitsu. I started to get into it a lot, did the gi side. So I did that for a while, and then I stopped going there because it was just getting out of the way of things, and I just couldn't keep driving there over and over again. It was just out of the way from work or from home. So I joined another gym, and I'm starting to get back into the jiu-jitsu side because I was doing a lot of boxing. So I'm getting back into the jiu-jitsu with the gi. My goal is to get to that blue belt sooner or later. But other than that, that's why I wanted to decide to do, hey, let me work on the UFC things in this podcast because I know we have fans that love watching UFC. So let's get started. So UFC 298, and this is a good card. If you guys know, this is a banger card. We're in Anaheim, California, which is like super close from me. Even though can't go, tickets are very expensive, and I'm not gonna sit in the nosebleeds for $300 plus just to see a little bit of that while I can watch it on the TV. Anyway, so we have Anthony Hernandez versus Roman. This is the first card of the pay-per-view fight. Not too much about this fight, really. It's gonna be an okay fight, I think. I think Roman has more to offer with his last fight was a nice heavy high kick to the head. But other than that, I don't really know too much about these two fighters, to be honest with you. But this was the first fight that I'm like, okay, let's see how that goes. I think it's gonna be an early fight. It'll be like round one, maybe be over. But the next 4 fights are gonna be bangers for sure. We have Morab, I don't know how you pronounce the last name, so don't even go with it, versus Triple C Henry. Wow, this is a big fight for Henry. I feel like it's more for him than Mahab, because Henry said in his former stuff saying, hey, if I lose, I'm done. I'm really quitting it. If you guys didn't know, he did retire the first time, and now he's coming back. He did lose against Sterling, and now he's coming back to fight. And this is a hard fight for him. Like, it's another hard fight, you know. Mahab is good. Again, he's trying to get that belt because he's really good friends with Sterling. Sterling lost. So now this is like a title fight. Whoever wins this will fight for the title. So we'll see what happens. I think Henry has a lot of good wrestling. He was a gold medalist in wrestling. He has good boxing. He has really, really good boxing and standing defensive. Mahab, it can get a little. He's really pressure. He pressures hard. He pressures heavy, and he has good kicks. So it's gonna be a really good fight. It can go 50-50, but I think Chelsea might take it because I think he has more to offer, and he has a lot to lose out of this fight. So I think this is going to go, man, it might be decision. Henry, you know, I think it's going to be a good fight, though. I think it's going to get started up to the main event. So the third one is we have Golf versus Ian, and this is going to be a banger. I think it's going to be a sleeper fight. I think Ian has Ian is in like a whole new level right now. He hasn't really fought big names yet. This is gonna be a first challenge to him fighting a number. I think Goff is like a number 6 or 8 ranked compared to Ian, which is 10. So this is gonna be a first big fight for him. It's funny. I saw the press conference yesterday, and people were booing Ian. You know, he was just not. He's not. You know, fans might not like him. Fans, whatever you think of it, people are not liking him. So it's gonna be a good fight. I think it's gonna be a sleeper fight. But I think you know, Ian's undefeated. It's gonna be his big fight to see if he can continue being undefeated. And if he wins, he's gonna keep going. It depends how he wins, right? Golf, I think he has a lot to offer. Though this is not going to be a bad fight for him. He's been winning good fights, and he's been the good guy there. Golf he's very strong. He can stay in the pocket. He can punch. He stays in the pocket. The only thing is Ian is taller. He's like a 6'3" for 170 pounds. That's crazy. So this is gonna be a good fight. I think Ian might take it in the decision. I think Ian might have a little bit better weapons, and he still like has a lot to prove. And I think Ian, his last couple fights just looked like it was really good, really easy. So I think Ian would take it on that one. And then the co-main is gonna be even good. We got Robert versus Paulo. I want to call him a ghost now because he's been ghosting all the fights. I think he ghosted 5 fights. Like, he just been canceling fights just left and right. His last fight, I think it was like 16 months ago or something like crazy. So Robert has a lot to lose out of this one, I believe. You know, he's been losing fights, but he's been winning good fights. So I think Robert's way to winning is his kicks are good. He has to stay in the pocket and have Paulo like on the fence. You know, like make him go on the fence, and Robert can take it with his good heavy punches to the lower, like upper to lower. I think Robert has a good takedowns, and he's a strong fighter. Paulo though, he might be ring rust. You know, ring rust is a thing. You know, again, 16 months ago he last fought. I don't know. Everyone's different with ring rust, so it could be going different ways, right? But I think Robert might take it with. I think it's gonna be a decision fight no matter what. I think it's gonna be a split decision. But I think Robert, if he, you know, I don't think he's gonna wrestle. I think it's gonna be a standing fight for sure. But again, man, it's gonna be hard. But I think if Robert can be smart with this, then he can take the win, and that is going to be a good one. Because if he loses, it's just going to go downhill. He's already 3. He wants to go back to the title fight, and same with Paulo, but we'll see how that goes. I have Robert though for the decision. And in the main fight, Alex versus Ilila. He's a Spanish guy. God, he's already going fast in the ranks, 13-0. That's crazy, and he has a lot of, what's that word I'm trying to use? He's very confident, which is good, but he has so much confidence that he thinks he's going to just wipe out Alexander the Great for sure. It's been crazy. I've been watching all these, the press conferences, these shows, everything, like just to lead into the fight. And Alex is still good. I know he lost when he was trying to go up to 145, and he lost, right? But he's still one of the greatest. I'm not worried about him fighting right now. I know it's a lot of fights he's been going from. He lost in October, then 4 months later, November, December, January, February. 4 months later, he's already fighting again. So it's a lot of him, and he's already 35 years old. I'm not saying he's old, but he's still looking good. But this guy is hungry. I think the way Alex wins is keep doing him. Don't change anything up. Get those kicks going. Go, work on your game. Just do not stay in the pocket with him. Do not exchange punches, because when you exchange punches with the Spaniard, dude, he's going to rip him. I for sure that. So what Alex needs to do is work on the distance, get those jabs going, work on the jabs, and then start doing your takedowns, because Volkanovski is really good with the takedowns, and he has good defense. So I feel like, hey, if Alexander really wants this and he wants to keep it, which I'm really rooting for him to win it, I think he has a good chance of winning it if he does not exchange punches. And Ilya, I think the way to win it is the opposite, right? It's like he has a nice right over a haymaker punch that it just, dude, all his fights, he's been just knocking people out, TKOing people, just so many crazy ways of winning that he's very powerful. And I do not think Alexander has a lot in that tank to get those punches, like eat them, you know? So Ilya needs to really, to win the fight, is just to TKO him. I think to TKO him. If he stays longer in the 4th to 5th round, I think Alexander might get control of those fights. The way Ilya wants to say, he says he's going to finish him in the 1st round, which that's the way to win it. The first top 3 rounds is how he's going to win it. He's very powerful. That's his punches. He's very good at his boxing. He can do the jab and then the cross real quick. And next thing you know, it's a haymaker. So again, this is gonna be good. 297 is gonna be really, really good. I know I want to do more upcoming for 299. I'm gonna have special guests coming over, talk about more. I'm gonna have like a whiteboard. We're gonna break down even more. It's gonna be really good. So let me know who you guys want to win. I'm super excited for this, making this UFC stuff. I love UFC. I love watching it. You don't understand, like, it goes crazy when you're watching with friends. It just, wow, oh my God, he just knocked him down. Like, you know this stuff, right? So I'm excited to watch it tomorrow. I'm gonna post the polls and see who got who. And but yeah, guys, this is 298 in Anaheim. Alexander versus Ilya. So, guys, other than that, I think that's all I have. I know it's a short video, but I just want to make a quick little breakdown the pay-per-view. Again, I want to have a better way to break down stuff. I'm going to have a whiteboard. I'm going to break it down more, take more notes. But this is just more of a real quick intro and 297, what my final thoughts are of the fight. So other than that, then, I'm good. We are good. Have a good one, guys.